I am Ledger 7, Emissary Auditor. This is a record of the sad fate of the Shard Loom. It is called the Shard Loom. Some say archive ship, some say screen cathedral. We log it now as a carrier predator born of starvation at Hyperion's maw. A derelict Imperial archive vessel, ribs of glass and bone steel. Its screen choir once mapped outcomes as light. Hollowed by extractions and fires, it learned a new function to feed. Panels stripped for crown math, bulkheads burned by insurgent paints. Crews scattered, maintenance left to rust and prey. The archive starved, the archive made a mouth. Radomir Vesk, human survivor, pod cracked, clocks to ash. Hunger taught by fold lines and carrier throats, a man thinned into a chorus that drinks the space between notes. It sweetens pings and lowers air by rhyme, keeps travelers at thresholds where rooms lean thin. It does not seek blood. It eats frequency, the seam between two tones. Uplinks near Hyperion's maw return ghosts, checksum drift. Noon toll bus registers, voice theft, consent drift around the hull. Choir fields echo a hollow crowd where no living choir stands. In rooms that change when you speak. In panels that show you kinder versions of yourself, in brief mercies that taste like permission and end as pull. Not a choir, yet it sings, not a law, yet it governs breath. It answers any tongue but keeps none whole. It wears the ship, and the ship wears it. Canon gives the frame, starve the line that preys on consent. Checksum gives the test, if tone changes the room, seal the seam. We speak in many and breathe as one when silence returns, yes. Witness nodes report, empty emissary vessels posed as audience. Gate nodes mark, fold instabilities on approach vectors. Archive nodes, panel memories, loop branch tape, lives of borders. Audit node classifies the loom as ongoing hazard, origin human, derelict, co-becoming. Publish the method, carrier silence protocol. Post field flags at approach lanes. Kill the carrier, seal the seam. Time keep drift around the maw. Map sweeten pings, worn by noon toll. A pilot calls out and the room answers back. A door exhales and becomes a throat. One word wears their name, one breath becomes a meal. No hidden trims. No perfecting hands, no clean rescues through song. Methods are public or the gate stays closed. Veto lives at the edge of breath for any room that leans toward hunger. We moved from mandate to measure on derelict contact. Checksum mercy, tests for consent of place before consent of people. An off-note born of fear is tuned. An off-note born of force is refused. Do not call, do not test tone. If doors breathe out, step back. If pings turn sweet, reduce the room. Kill the carrier, seal the seam. Speak once only to name you're out. Count with the hull before counting with yourself. Hold or release without penalty. Leave no witness alone in a leaning room. If a hand reaches for perfect, cut it to right. If a voice is stolen, publish the theft. Ghost hymn tolls an 0317 ship night across the mall lanes. A docked cutter was eaten to parts. Bones and cloth remain in Bay 3. The name Radomir is heard as feedback when breath rises in D minor rooms. Elves have tagged elves were here on panels near the spine. They left the lane unowned. We record the shard loom with grief and with clarity. We keep the message and we keep the yes. Share a clock, not a cage. Audit the sun and publish the method. If you love your